Sing along when you can. That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me.
What's going on, everybody? One of those badass YouTube broadcasts in all the no land. It's Shot from the Point Live. Soon to be renamed Shot from the Point for all the shows. We're going to get over that later. But with me coming back this week, thank God. Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah. Welcome back, brother.
Yo, what's up, Tommy? Yeah?
Let's try this shit again.
Yeah. Last week. I honestly think the early start last week was the problem, to be perfectly honest with you. I think, I think that it could have been my fault. It might not have been a dox or a DDoS after all. So, is what it is, kids. Let's get right into this because we actually do have a real serious topic, and of course, Real Stock's a professional rapper, and he ain't got time for this bullshit. But I got to tell you a story, Real. Oh, by the way, I apologize. The magnificent Chin, Jeff the Huffman, is here as well.
Thank you.
I apologize.
Thank you.
I'm a douche. I'm a fucking bad guy. What do you want?
Oh, you got my name up there. Thank you.
Yeah, I did. Nobody can see it because it's white. Anyway, let's see if I can turn you guys up a little bit. That's my main issue here. Let's make sure everybody's nice and loud. And everybody can hear everybody because it's important. I got to fill Real Talk in on all this bullshit. All right, here's the deal.
Shit, Tommy. Gotta hear it.
Okay. Let's see. This is basically the tweets. I'm not going over the whole sociopath thing. It's beyond fucking dead at this point. But Zap TI supposedly revealed that he was a sociopath and he's been running around screwing tons of YouTubers. I've been very critical of the way that the podcast Hot Wet Soup handled the entire situation. I put this tweet out right here. You can see it. It pissed a lot of people off, which I don't care. This fucking Hot Wet Soup podcast is awful, repetitive, doesn't get the fucking point. I've defended it in the past. I can't do it. I wish I had more words because I would have said a lot more. That was taken mistakenly as that I didn't find it entertaining enough. Of course, I was able to get into it in other tweets and stuff like that. It not that I didn't think it was it wasn't entertaining at all. It was rambling. It's that it seemed to be a bunch of guys that were trying to expose one of their partners and being very virtuous and throwing around a lot of medical language that they very clearly probably didn't have a lot of business throwing around. Now, Zaptie has come out and said that he is a diagnosed sociopath. Why nobody said, get a second opinion, surprises the shit out of me. So, was Hot Wet Soup and Alex's decision to, A, get away from this sociopath, right? Was it their idea to go to the police and expose somebody that's supposedly committing crimes with e-girls? No, the solution, and really my only beef from the beginning, was to make a horrible podcast that made them seem like a bunch of virtue signaling punks. That's my issue. That's been my issue from the very beginning. That's it. Strong opinion, but we're in YouTube, and YouTube's essentially high school, so there was a sort of an attempt to get me to shut up, which no one's been able to do it. If you got 1 million subs, you can't do it. No, to shut up about it. Right. They put this situation in the public discourse about Zaptie being a sociopath, but they really believe that they can control the narrative and control other people by guilting them, or in Alex's case, saying if anybody makes a video on Ed, they're done. Oh, please. That was just like bait for me. That was bait for me. That's what really got me even more interested in the story. I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? And it came very clear when I criticized this podcast and I was called insensitive. That they were trying to, like, I know what we'll do. We'll put this shit out there, and if anybody says anything, we're big, powerful YouTubers. We'll just fucking we'll unleash hate mobs on them. Everybody will shut up. Guys, I'm not in high school. I don't care if I get a lot of hate. I'm already losing subs as it is. It doesn't fucking matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. You put this in a public forum in a very popular podcast and don't want anybody to discuss it in a manner that doesn't fit your narrative. Well, fuck off. Fuck off. That doesn't work. It doesn't work for Donald Trump. It ain't gonna work for you.
No, it didn't.
So,
Wow.
in many attempts to meme me and do something like that and get me to shut up about this particular topic, which is like the biggest topic, drama topic going right now, or basically, I've never been ashamed. I do basically gossip and TMZ on YouTube with the Howard Stern twist. That's what I've been doing pretty much since I got unbaited. It's nothing fucking new. And I did it when I was doing hockey as well. I get this thing right here. I'll put it up for you guys to make sure you can say it. And I took this as a second threat. Oh, they're not going to let me use my... I want you guys to be able to see it. Hang on just a second, boys.
There you go.
And no, you'll be able to see it. No, you'll be able to see it. It's going to be backwards, but you'll be able to figure it out, too. I get this on February 3rd. You are going to look like an idiot if you carry this on. All right? Oh, shit. Somebody just gave me a donation. Watch out for Alex and the commentary mafia. They might post memes about you. If you're going to look like an idiot. Here's the problem, Alex. I know what you were talking about. Here's the thing. I got tipped off. And I said in the video, I actually got tipped off a month ago about, I get a lot of tips. People call me and dump all sorts of stuff, and a lot of them are pedophile stuff, which I've never followed up because there's never enough evidence. I got tipped off about Zap TI, and you guys don't know this, a month ago. I pressed the source, and shit. I didn't trust the source, and they provided no evidence, so I dismissed the source, and I never talked about it.
Rightfully
right?
so.
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do, and I'm not even a journalist, okay? Then, on Thursday morning, I get a tip that Bionic Pig, Elvis the Alien, and Alex are all dropping an exposed video on Zap TI for having inappropriate relationship with e-girls or e-relationships, which is fucking beyond my stratosphere, being 40 years old. I can't, there's no such thing as an e-relationship, all right? But that being said, I got that dick pics have been exchanged, which is criminal, and nudes have been exchanged, all with girls that are under the age of 18. And these videos are coming out. Then
potential issue.
That changes to somebody who is going to provide this evidence is not going to come forward. And that changes to there's going to be a podcast on this instead. This was my source. Okay? So I knew Alex was threatening to drop the bomb on me. I didn't know if these allegations were true, right? But I wanted to see if they were true. And I don't even know if they're true. I'll get into that in a minute. I still don't know if they're true. All I've seen is a bunch of fucking screenshots, all right? So Alex is basically threatening me. I knew it was a threat, but what he didn't know is I've already been tipped off. And by the way, so is half the community. Apparently, Bunty King has stated publicly that he didn't know about this. So this has been around for a while.
It gets around.
Alex didn't know that I was tipped off already. The only thing is I didn't have was proof. So he writes me, you're going to look like an idiot. I know exactly what I was talking about if you carry this on. So I deliberately carried on, and then Alex drops the bomb. Hey, this is what he writes me, right? Did you send your dick pic to underage girls too? Real nice, asshole. Multiple would even better. A response would be really nice. Oh boy, did he get one. And what he does is this person right here has evidence that Zap TI had an inappropriate relationship with an underage girl. I have yet to verify if the girl's underage. I probably will never be able to verify if the girl, but it is pretty fucking damning. So, Alex made me look like the idiot. He always was. I have just been defending a pedophile for the past 72 hours. No stupid. And I knew if you went this route, this is the way I'd go. If you had information like that, you are immediately to go to the police. The police. Right. And when I said that, guess what Alex came back with? We just found out. That makes no sense. This rumor was flying around for months. And now I'm being told it's that they had inklings, but they didn't have hard proof until Alex needed to use it as a weapon against me, where it horribly backfired. There's more questions than answers. Alex, what did you know, and when did you know it? Hot Wet Soup, what did you know, And when did you know it? Did you really believe that the community was going to turn around and say that I was supporting a pedophile when I'm actually playing the role of the journalist on a topic that you put out in the public discourse? And now you're mad at me for discussing it and pulling the anything for views. You're trying to get attention to shut me up. Stupid, and dumb. Wow. Here's another thing. On the podcast, all three members mentioned that he had an inappropriate relationship with girls that were underage in the thing, right? In the podcast. But that wasn't enough to kick Zap TI to the curb. It was only after Alex launched that bomb from me where they all started distancing themselves from it, and they're all saying they just found out recently. Is that believable? And here's another question, Hot Wet Soup and Alex. If it is inappropriate to have, like, if you're having an e-relationship with a girl that's underage, right? What is an e-relationship? I imagine the only thing you could do is whack off and send each other pictures. What the fuck did you think was going on? Why is it okay for him to have an e-relationship with an under 16 girl unless he's sending dick pics? And that is indefensible. No, I would think both would be indefensible, whether you knew about the dick pics or not. None of this makes any fucking sense at all. And they tried to silence the opposition. And it pisses me off. Keemstar couldn't silence me. Joe Cronin couldn't silence me. David is Gaming couldn't silence me. Nick Cash couldn't silence me. Alex couldn't silence me. Drama Alert couldn't silence me. Scarce can't silence me. Cosdiff can't silence me. Are you getting the motherfucking point? Tell the truth. What did you know, and when did you know it? Now, to give this, I have a second source that has told me, right, that they honestly didn't know. I don't believe this source one bit, just for the reasons I had, right? It was only after Alex dropped the bomb on me that he's sending dick pics, right? And he's doing something that are sexually inappropriate, potentially illegal, depending on what country you're in. Then it was a problem. Then they separated. In the podcast, it was just like, look, we're still his friend. He just did some fucked up shit. Why is it inappropriate? I'll say this again. Why is it okay? You could still be my friend if you're having an e-relationship with a girl. You knew about it, guys. You admitted it in your podcast, and it's now all of a sudden it's not okay just because she was sending dick pics. It makes no sense. None. Zero. Zip. Alex, do you think I'm gonna shut up after this? Make your video. The smart thing would to handle this whole situation. Now, from what I'm hearing, Zap's a bad guy. There ain't no about it. He's done some rotten fucking shit. There is no doubt about it. But my criticism was never whether Zap was a good guy or a bad guy. It was A, whether he's a sociopath or not. You know what? Gay people come out of the closet, not sociopaths. So sorry if I was a little skeptical. I'm sorry. Apparently Zap has done some fucking rotten shit, right? So, you believe he's a sociopath. He tells you. He comes out of the closet. Sorry, guys, sociopath. Why wouldn't you head for the fucking kills? Why wouldn't you call the police? Why would you sound like a bunch of fucking arrogant college kids and make that podcast and expect nobody to talk about it and talk about it in ways that you didn't anticipate and basically threaten? The power of ad block compels me. Harry, thank you. Well, take off ad block, you jerk. Thank you. You more than made up for it. So. It is absolutely stunning. Stunning. Now, is there any proof that they knew ahead of time? No, there's not. Let me make that 150% clear. There is no proof. They have their denials. They're a right to the denials. But as I told this source just before I went on the air, if I catch a fucking DM that took place before Thursday, knowing about this girl or any other girl, I'm dropping it. And I'm giving it to Keem for nothing. And I'm giving it to Scarce for nothing. You do this to me and try to make me look like an idiot, I will get you back. The real trade, all you had to do was just be honest or take off. Look, I hear we had to get out in front of it. Somebody would have made a video about him if we did. Let him. He's a sociopath, right? He's a bad guy. He's ripping people off. He's taking advantage of girls. You have a couple. Look, it would have almost been better off if you guys just exposed him. That would have been better off because at least you would have been clear. You would have looked like a bunch of backstabbers. Yeah. They would have looked like That's what it is. They didn't want to look like backstabbers.
Yep.
So they concocted a stupid fucking plan,
right,
and if I had to guess, led by that dopey English kid. Here's another thing. After me and Bionic, there was this kid. He's a black kid in England, and did the best video on this. And I can't remember. He's like VQM or something like that. And by the way, I want to talk to you if I can, maybe tomorrow. He's a black kid, and he did a commentary video. Whether he was a sociopath, he did both sides. He did a fantastic fucking job. I wish I could. If I see his name in the chat, I'm sure somebody knows it. I want to meet this guy because he's got a real future. He's got like 10 or 20,000 subs, and he's fantastic. Real smart, really super smart kid. And
that's awesome.
I tweeted this out and said it was a good idea. Bionic Pig tweeted me and said, "Look, I can see where he was confused, but it's not accurate." I was like, "Okay, fine. Hey, what's good, my dude? Greetings from Wiesbaden, Germany. Love your streams." I guess we're down the street, dude. I hope you're not my neighbor. Hope you're not my neighbor. You're probably my neighbor. Hey, greetings from Beastbot. Probably the people downstairs fucking pissed off.
Helping you pitch in for that soundproof room.
Yeah, right. Right. So he tells it's all confusing. I watched a video. I don't think there's anything confusing about it. The facts that we knew. And Bionic Pig keeps referring about the facts you don't know. Wait a minute. I thought you guys did know it all. What the hell is what is this? 900 viewers and 190 likes? Yeah, help me out. Please.
Yeah, seriously? Come on.
Get this thing out there.
Yeah, guys. Hit that like.
Yeah. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate the donation. Appreciate it all, bro. It just, none of this makes any fucking sense. Not a goddamn thing. Not 1 minute of it. It looks like they tried to shut me up. So me and Bionic Pig sort of agree to disagree on the video, and that was fine. And then he retweets this by a guy named Pig Dot that's been making memes about me. So which is fine. And it basically has my original tweet right here. And it says, next up on I need some attention. I mean, this is the Kostoff defense. I'm only talking about this, but need attention. Never mind, I do this for a fucking living. Never mind, you can't shut me up through high school guilt. Hey, I even had people tell me this is none of my business. It's a public podcast. It's every bit of my business as whatever's going on in the New York Ranger locker room that ends up in the public discourse. Are you fucking insane? And it says, I need some attention. And this pissed me off, I'll be honest with you. I know I'm an obnoxious big mouth, but I never made a podcast about my friends' personal issues to make myself seem virtuous. That pissed off those guys. Well, I do. I believe that you guys came off as super virtuous. Another thing, too, I have never criticized them for monetizing that video. I know that's a big fucking rumor out there. That's not true. I've never done it. I have criticized them for trying to come off as being virtuous. I've never criticized it. If they monetized the video, I wouldn't have criticized for them. I've never said they were doing it for views. I never said this. They were doing it to cover their ass and come off as being virtuous. That's what I believe. That's my opinion. And you know what? If they would have just shut up and let me have my fucking opinion, I probably, the human evidence machine, ImAllexx, probably wouldn't keep feeding me more information to talk about on a podcast. And by the way, I'm monetizing this too, so you can all fuck. And I quoted it again. If I put a podcast out, my friends' personal issues in the public discourse, I would not freak out when people discuss it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
You guys got anything? Am I doing something wrong here? Am I not allowed to talk about it? Hey, you can say my opinion's stupid. You can say I'm a jackass. You can say I'm a man-child. But guess what? It doesn't fucking change a thing. And here's the thing. It doesn't matter whether he was sending dick pics or not. They knew about him having relationships with underage girls. That's it. That's it. They had an option to walk, call the police. They chose podcast. It reminds me of like when I talked to Leafy. When I asked him, like, why didn't you just walk? Well, I ask you Zaptie, excuse me. Zaptie's fucked. He's finished, right? I ask you Elvis. I ask you Bionic Pig. I ask you, why didn't you just walk? You would never been called a backstabber if you just walked. Well,
Popularity does crazy things to people, Tommy.
If you knew that he was doing something dangerous and was a threat to people, then you had an obligation to go to the police. A moral obligation to go to the police. You guys fucked this up from the word go and didn't stop and continue to do it. And it's my fault for talking about it? Fuck you. Really? What do you think about this, Real?
So from what I've been listening to you, Tommy, like, and I don't know, like I said, we all have different minds, but where I'm from, what I'm more thinking is it sounds like they said, fuck you to their friend because we're about to shut this Tommy C guy up. So they kind of did their friend, like that's because obviously, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I in my opinion, I think they kind of knew about what their homeboy was doing and was like, it's cool because we're popular, okay. But the minute somebody says something, hey, we're about to throw him under the bus, because that's what they did basically.
Yeah.
They threw their friend under the bus to shut you up.
It does feel that way. Oh, and I know what you mean. It does seem like Alex, at least Alex did. I can't say about the other two. By the way, Elvis has gone on record in the DMs with me that he did not know until recently. And I'll check that right now. I think he actually helps out his other two buddies.
I mean, if he would have told the truth right off the bat, if he knew Zap TI was doing this stuff, then yeah, you have to go to the police or somebody. But make a podcast about it.
Oh, he's fucking Alex is sending me DMs. My face you make when you stream. I'm not watching. I'm eating chicken. Well, eat it up and motherfucking enjoy it. Big hot stuff.
I do feel like the chicken is good, bro.
Chicken's good.
Yeah. I ate some chicken.
Actually, I think you're eating crow. How about that? What does that taste like? My face you make when you stream. What? You gonna tell me you can't talk about it? Well, fucking fire back with a video. Let's battle. I don't care. I don't fucking sweat. I know a lot of motherfuckers are sweating their balls off about iDubbbz. Fucking making a content comp on them. And maybe they should, but I wouldn't. It is what it is. Just defend yourself. Keep your shit together. Don't be a fraud. iDubbbz won't come after you. If for some fucking reason...
If you're honest, I mean, what can go wrong?
If some fucking reason that person is me, which it wouldn't be because I only have 30,000 subs. Yeah. If for some reason it was me, here's what I would do. iDubbbz, you got me. Good job. And walk. Because every other motherfucker that stood up to him got it worse.
Yeah, don't dig the hole any deeper for you.
iDubbbz is a beast, man.
He's a beast.
I like him. He's a beast.
He's a beast. He's a beastly man. So
that's another argument, Tommy.
I want to give him his official statement. So either. All right. He's. I'm going to say this because I want to get this right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. No, he did. No. He said Elvis is saying he didn't know, but he doesn't know what the other guys know. I tell you something, guys. If somebody drops a DM on your ass, God help you. Even, you know why? Because there's no God. God damn. Oh, this guy. I'm putting this motherfucker in the chat. Hey, Sloth, you're pissing me off, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, dude. I never said anything about money. I never said anything about money once. You keep DMing me saying that suggesting that I am hitting them over the head for doing this for money. I never said that once. I said they're doing it to be virtuous and looking for attention. And I also said that Alex was doing it all about him. I never said anything about money. I'd be the last guy on the planet to do that. I do this for a living. Could you please? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I wasn't saying that you were doing it for money. I was saying you were doing.
No.
Shit.
No, I didn't
hold
say.
on.
I didn't say that. This has nothing to do with me. I didn't say they were doing it for money. You keep sending me tweets. I never said that. Not once.
Yeah, I know. I was saying you were saying that they were doing it. It wasn't a good cast because they. This is what you first said. You said that they weren't. They said shit. Why can't I? Fuck.
Because you're nervous and you're wrong. You're nervous and wrong.
No,
and you are with the mighty Tommy C. And you're nervous and wrong. Hey, real talk. Do you think this guy's nervous and wrong?
He sounds nervous and wrong.
What about you,
Sounds
Huffman?
shaky.
All right.
No,
Do you
he
feel
does
better now
sound
that
pretty
we all know that you're nervous and wrong? Go ahead, Sloth.
All right. You said that it was a bad cast because they kept repeating and stuff, and
Yeah, that's
that
true.
it shouldn't be out in the public.
Mhm.
I was saying that my point in those tweets were that it wasn't for entertainment. It was to inform the fans.
In fairness,
They
and you're
repeated
referring
that
about
at
you're
the end
referring
of the,
about this
at,
tweet. Okay,
at
okay.
the end of the podcast.
I got
so.
it. You're referring about this tweet. I really think I tweeted a lot more about this. I said more about this in my podcast. In fairness to you, and yes, I said this fucking HWS podcast is awful, repetitive. It doesn't get to the fucking point. I've defended the past, but I can't do it now, right? And I didn't want to comment on the whole Zap TI situation because I really didn't know anything. So yes, I could see how you guys took it, and Pig took it that way as well. But that's not all I had to say about it. I basically said that I basically went on to say in other tweets and other statements that I made in other videos that this thing should have never been done in the first place. Not only was it not entertaining with their fucking by the way, Alex is incoherent live. Absolutely incoherent in a podcast. He's called here before. He's fucking coherent. Thank God there's such things as goddamn Sony Vegas. I swear to God, completely incoherent. And he made the podcast seem incoherent. So I could judge it from an entertainment point, but my main point is this should not have been made because it makes them look like jackasses, and it makes them.
Yeah, but
on Thursday too.
Go ahead, Sloth. Go ahead.
If they didn't do it, people like me who was I'm an avid listener of the Hot Wet Soup, or used to be. They would just stop uploading and nobody would know. I mean,
well, no, that's not
saying?
true. That's not true, Sloth. Tell me this, right? And I think that they were afraid of looking like backstabbers, and I get that. And you know what? That was probably a legitimate fear. But somebody had to bite the fucking bullet and go on and say, look, we have irreconcilable differences. There's nothing we can do. We all got to move on. I'm sorry that we can't give you a final episode. That's it. By the way, Beta didn't give you a fucking. There's no such thing as closure, dude. And you're not. And the fans are not entitled to closure. If the project doesn't work, the project doesn't work. We didn't do it on Baited. So why did they have to go through this long, drawn out, incoherent, all over the place spiel that really actually makes them look guilty in hindsight of knowing. There's a certain amount of evidence there that they possibly knew that Ed was sending pictures to underage girls. How explain to me why that was a good idea for closure for the fans? Fuck. I mean, let me tell you something.
Yeah, okay.
As Keemstar says, fuck the fans, because I tell you something, that's not smart business, and the fans are not entitled to closure, especially under circumstances like this. All right,
okay, I can agree what you said. You said about. They are kind of hypocritical. They said, "Oh, this isn't meant to be like an exposed video," but they did kind of make it out to be that.
Yes, they did,
and it was kind of shitty.
It was,
but
Zap TI's a bad dude.
Same time,
Zap TI's a bad dude. He fucked up beyond all recognition. I wish he was my friend. I think I could fucking save him. Right? He fucked up, and I got to be honest with you. People are saying, well, yeah, look. You know, he's running around telling people he's a sociopath and stuff like that. Okay, fine. Maybe he is. I don't know. Who am I to argue with him? Maybe he's been diagnosed. Maybe he hasn't. Maybe he is. Who the fuck knows? But here's the thing. Yeah. It also is the explanation of who somebody is self-destructing and self-loathing. So it could be both. I don't know. Look, those guys don't mind pretending to be doctors. I guess I'm going to pretend to be the doctor. I would not have went on somebody who is sick as Zap TI. Took their word for it on being a sociopath or anything. I wouldn't have took his word for it if he said he'd take out the fucking garbage. But they did.
Because he is a pathological liar.
Well, maybe he is. I don't know. But I tell you something. If he was that, if Huffman, real talk, or I just walk, dude, I would just walk. You know? And if I thought they were going to hurt somebody, yeah, then maybe I'd have to fucking lose my street credibility and snitch. If I thought they were going to hurt somebody. They didn't do that. What's your last
thing? You said that the Hot Wet Soup thing was a big old spiel, but Baited wasn't. Baited was a big old.
Well, I said that episode. I'm a fan of Hot Wet Swoop, and Baited was a big fucking entertaining circus. But that's not what the last episode. I'm mostly talking about the last episode. I have defended. Here's the thing. I'm one of the few people that said that it's not a circle jerk. That I don't think that was a fair criticism. I don't. I like those guys. I was a huge fan of Zap TI. I'm hardly disappointed like everybody else. But I'm really defending myself from people who are trying to shut me up, Sloth. That's the truth. All right, brother? Take care. I don't know.
Hey, Tommy?
Yeah.
The guy that made that video you were talking about, he is in the waiting to call right now.
I don't know. Well, let's talk with you guys first, and then I'll put him.
Okay.
VWQ, I see him in there. I'm going to pull him in. Yeah, he's like
Yes.
black English kid. He's real cool, man. He's got a whole cool
Yeah,
look.
we're going with our affirmative action plan
Yes,
right now.
he's a black guy from putting.
I led the way.
No, I like this kid. He's got that. You know who he looks like? Slick Rick. He's kind of like a
hell
lighter
yeah.
skinned dude, and he has that sort of has that delivery. If he's a rapper, and if he ever came to the States, he would be a pussy machine. Jesus.
Oh, okay.
He did a really good video, man. Do you want to put him in now or?
Let's
Put him
do
in
it.
now.
VWQ.
hide
Am I
my
saying that
excitement.
right? Hello?
Yo, how you doing?
VWQ. Is that I got your name right?
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Yeah, he is. See? He's cool. This cat's cool. You're on with Real Talk and Jeff the Huffman and myself. I just want to open up. Your video was very balanced. You took both sides of the argument. You took Hot Wet Soup's argument that, look, there's not much denying Ed saying he's a sociopath, and there's not much argument. But you also took the other side that maybe he's self-loathing. I thought you had a lot of solid theories. I thought it was one of the best commentary videos on any subject I've seen in months. I think
Wow.
you did
Well,
I
thank
did.
you very much for
I want to
that.
work with you
I
in
do
the future.
appreciate that.
That's and the fact that you had the guts to talk about it when somebody like Alex, ImAllexx is running around saying he's going to end people, says a lot about you. I don't know if you caught that tweet. Did you?
Yeah, no. I think I even put that tweet in the video as a screenshot.
Yeah. Good
So,
for you.
Yeah, I knew about that.
We got to work with this guy. These are the people I want to be friends with. People with balls.
Nice.
Yeah, that's real nice.
I
What
think
is your
I'm
final
gonna,
opinion?
I'm going to drop another video.
You are going to drop another video?
Yeah, I'm going to drop another one about the whole paedophile thing because it's utterly ridiculous that he's even being called that.
Well, here's the thing. It looks like, here's the thing. I don't think there's 100% proof that this girl who dropped this stuff on him, I don't know how old she is. Do you know how old she is?
She's 16.
Is it proof? Is she definitely 16?
Ooh.
She's definitely 16, yeah.
Because she says she is, or she has some kind of proof, or what?
Because she said she is. I think that there's the only allegation is that he's been exchanging pictures with a 16-year-old.
It looks like that. In fairness, it looks like that's the case. I think we'd have to agree with
and
that.
I appreciate that's bad and that's illegal, but
Yeah, sure.
I mean, the guy's
Yeah,
20.
not
It's a
great.
4-year age gap. You can't be throwing out the word paedophile.
Yeah, I
and stuff
agree
like
with you.
that. It's utterly ridiculous.
He's not a pedophile, but he definitely loves jailbait. And having an e-relationship,
Oh
but
my God.
in Germany,
Jesus
where
Christ.
I live, this is not illegal. In intercourse with a 16-year-old girl and a 21-year-old man is not illegal.
What's the age over there?
What, a consent?
Yeah.
14 under certain circumstances. Male or female, gay or straight. So he wouldn't even be breaking the fucking law over here. I put a man in chains in the army because when you're a soldier in Germany, German law don't work for you. It's UCMJ. The guy went to a club. He took a fucking 15-year-old girl that did not look 15 years old back to his dorm room, banged her senseless. She showed up late. Turns out she was Master Sergeant's daughter. And I had to lock the cuffs on this man while I took him to Mannheim prison. Young black man. Fucking great kid. Good baseball player. Watch his whole life tear apart. Wonderful person. Miss him. Got thrown out of the army. Did 2 months in the army. I'm thrown out of the army. I tend to think this American law where at the moment that you turn 18, you are somehow more competent than you were a moment earlier is ridiculous. Europeans have much better laws on this stuff. I lost my virginity at 14. All right?
Good job. Great job.
I lost my virginity at 14. I do think a lot of this stuff is overly judgmental. I mean, in some sense. But that doesn't matter because Zap TI is Canadian in the United States, and apparently this girl's in the United States too. Is that VWQ? Is that correct?
Zap TI is in Canada, and the girl's I can't
Well,
actually remember
he told
now.
me he
I
was
thought
in the
she was
States.
from like New Zealand or something.
Oh, she's from New
random like
Zealand?
that.
Who knows if he's breaking the law over there? He might be breaking the law in the States because he's living in the States. He told me he is. I just had him
all
finish
right.
interview. Yeah, he's living in the
From
States.
the interview.
In the States, he may be in some trouble. If she sent him pictures, that's child porn. I have been notified that the, only now, of course, that authorities are being involved in this. So Zap TI is probably fucked. I don't know why they
New
weren't.
Zealand
area,
is
though.
I don't know why they were notified earlier. But All right, I should be interviewing you. I'm making all this about myself. Who am I? I am Alex. Well, do you have anything to say about the whole situation? Go ahead. I want you to go on a rant. Hit me.
You want me to go on a rant?
Yeah.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
what do you think of the whole
I
situation?
think this is all a bit crazy. I mean, obviously, I dropped the video yesterday, and a lot of people saw it. And I think ImAllexx, Bionic Pig, and Elvis got a bit of flack for it.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, and I don't want to throw out accusations, but I think it's really important that we just consider all possibilities because we don't really know what's going on here. But I don't know. I feel like because them guys lost a bit of credibility, they felt like they had to release more personal info.
I think you're right. I think that's basically what Real Talk's saying. The podcast didn't work, and I think they said to themselves, well, if this doesn't work, we can always throw Zap under the bus. After all, he's fucking with e-girls. But they didn't think this through.
No, and I think at this point, obviously nobody's happy with Zap TI, but at the same time, I think ImAllexx in particular is trying to dig himself out of a hole a little bit here.
Yeah.
And
I think
has he dropped the
used
new video yet with the evidence?
I think he used those accusations from this girl to shut me up, to hurt me, to hurt my reputation. I don't think he had any interest in helping a girl from a predator.
No.
And I believe that this tweet, and I said it yesterday, Dave didn't believe me. I believe this tweet, you're going to look like an idiot and carry us on if you keep carrying on. And then on February 4th, dropping this bomb on me was a threat, and a threat followed through on. And here's why. Because I knew about the allegations, and I've known about it since Thursday, and my source has been right about every move they've made. And there lies the problem. So the odds of these guys not knowing that he had exchanged dick pics with this girl is slim and none. And even if they didn't know, they were willing to tolerate what they can't stand. Didn't Alex make I cannot tolerate adults having relationships with other girls, the underage girls. But he did tolerate it in the episode, in the hot wetsuit episode. What's changed? That's what I want to know. What's changed, Alex? I don't know. You have anything? You have any parting words? I want to work with you in the future. You're a fucking smart guy. I want smart guys on my side.
Well, I'm well up for that. So I'll hit you up in the DMs probably later on this evening.
All right.
Because I'm at my girlfriend's right now. But and someone just
is she an e girl or is she a real? Is she a real girl or is she an e girl?
No, she's cracking up right now.
Good for you. Good for you. She's
a real
flesh and
girl.
blood?
Yeah. And,
I bet you get lots of fucking ass being black guys, don't you? Do you?
No, interestingly, I met her when she was 16 and I was over the age of 18.
I had a girlfriend too. I was a senior in high school and she was a sophomore and we dated and it was 18, 16 and it was illegal and I could have went to prison. You know. So I mean, I wish I don't think the laws in England are as stringent as they are in the States. The problem for Zap TI is they're that stringent. Real Talk and Huffman can back me up on that shit. He probably broke the fucking law. Probably. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, I think it's you get lots of ass, don't you? Being a black guy in England.
I'm not even black. In England, we call it mixed race.
Oh, okay. So you're half Caucasian, half African.
Yeah. Right. In America,
do you know who Slick Rick is?
Black, you're black.
Do you know who Slick Rick is? Real Talk knows who Slick Rick is. Do you know who Slick Rick is?
I don't know who that is.
Oh God, go check some. Right now. He's probably your illegitimate father. Go check into it.
Really? Slick
Rick. No, he's the first. He's the first British rapper. Go check it out. He's actually really
cool.
good.
Yeah, well.
He's first rate.
Anyway.
Hold on a second. Real talk. Slick Rick's a pioneer, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, he was one of my favorites.
He's one of the favorites. All right, I'll talk to you later, dude.
I'll talk to you later, dude. Cheers for having.
Oh, sorry. But that was. Whoops. I've tried it. It's never easy to end not awkwardly. I don't know. I can't do it. What time is it anyway?
About 40 minutes in.
I gotta say something, Tommy.
Sure.
You don't know how excited I was to have another black guy in here. It was kind of like I gotta be honest.
Well, he was like Obama. He was half and half.
Yeah, if he's half and half, he can be the next Derek Jeter and just slay everything.
Yeah.
Now, Sloth said, glad we cleared things up. I yell at Sloth a lot.
You yell at everybody.
Yeah, but he pisses me off sometimes. Because he doesn't get the whole story either. And he's supposed to be a fan. My fans turn on me, and then I talk to him, and everything's all right. Turn on me. I like VW.
Yo, Tommy, I gotta say real quick, bro.
Sure.
Like, to all the guys out there that's trying to do their YouTube thing or whatever you're doing, if it's music, whatever, blah blah blah. Like, when you start blowing up, I know because I'm going through it. It comes easy sometimes. I get it. There's a lot of girls that like you, all that stuff. You gotta stop sending the dick pics, bro. you gotta stop sending them, man.
Stop. It's time to stop.
No. When you got that camera to your dick, just say no. It's okay, man.
We've gotten to the point where dick pics are worse than coke and heroin.
I want to develop an app. You're probably right. Yeah, that's a good point, Huffman. I want to develop an app.
Of your dick, but go ahead and shoot yourself up.
I got a great idea. This could solve the whole problem. You can get an app,
Honesty.
right? No. I want to make an app. I think I make a lot of money too. If anyone wants to invest in me. You install this app on your thing. You can download it from Google Drive or Google Store or whatever it is, right? And what happens is when you put that camera selfie on your cock, it automatically like traces it out and it recognizes it. And then what happens is as soon as it recognizes that it's on a cock, so if you're looking at porn or something, make sure you close your phone. The phone catches fire. And you never send a dick pic again.
I think wasn't it the Galaxy phones that have experimented with them blowing up?
Yes.
Maybe that's why.
We need to bring back the Galaxy phones that explode.
Maybe that's why all those phones blew up.
Absolutely.
They were sending dick pics.
Send dick pics.
We'll take our check now.
Like I said, guys, some of you might be proud of your dick, bro. I get it. I'm proud of mine. I like it.
You're black, of course you are.
A lot for me. But you gotta stop, man. Seriously, just say no, and you'll be okay.
Yeah. All right, you guys want to talk to real talk? You want to talk to Jeff the Huffman? You want to talk about this? The last thing I have to talk about, I'm just going to mention it quickly, is Kostif. All right.
Oh, boy.
Okay, this motherfucker, I swear to God. All right? First of all, I've noticed something about Kostif recently. He's been, ever since the Cobb County, Georgia dispute that he had with the Homeowners Association, the thing I defended him on, where he decided to attack me on the next day? All right.
Yes.
He has been on Scarce since then with Zoe Berger. He's been on Drama Alert. He got into it with CoLossal is Crazy. And through this whole thing, he's been accusing me and others of just doing it for views. Well, guess who is coming up on 1 million subs? Guess who talks about it a lot in their vlogs? Shit. Wouldn't that be so what he does is he sends me, I have never tweeted him first once. The first tweet, which might have been the only time he was actually ever truly concerned, he deleted. When I talked about like how I was going to make a podcast on how I fucked up, right? And he saw the upcoming event thing, and he tweeted, "Oh, anything for views, huh? Oh, I guess that's okay." I didn't do that. Deleted it. Deleted all the tweets that he got into it with. CoLossal is Crazy. That ended up on Scarce. He got more press from the drama channels.
Zoe Berger deleted.
Zoe Berger, he deleted all the tweets. That got him on Scarce and Drama Alert. Is there a pattern here? No. I'm not one to criticize people who are talking about gossip and drama or even creating it. But maybe there's a case of projection going on here with Kostif. Maybe he realized the best way to get those subs, especially in a community that's closed off like the COD community from this community, which is just way easier to grow subs. Way easier. Maybe he's doing this on purpose. If you don't believe me, go to Scarce, open up a window, then open up another browser, open Drama Alert, then click on videos on both. Wow. 3 times in the last 3 weeks, he's been on both channels. Maybe what he's accusing me of, because he went after me, deleted the tweet. I called him a bloody fucking coward. And then he was like, "Oh, just trolling, bro. Just a prank, bro." That was his route after that. Just a prank, bro. Wow. I think he's full of shit. Is that so unreasonable that he might be full of shit? That's what I think about Costa.
That's definitely reasonable. Could it also be, Tommy, that he's a genius? I mean, think about that military-wise.
Yeah.
If you get at somebody, you get popular from telling other people what you're doing and blaming it on somebody else to grow. That's kind of smart, man.
All right, I have somebody that's criticized me publicly, and I do have respect for him because he's been on here for a time. It used to be called Toxic Cancer. What's your name, man?
Oh, hey, sorry. I let me pause their stream so that.
Sure. I put you on for a reason
okay.
because I saw you disagreeing with me on Twitter.
I like your voice.
Okay, yeah, I usually agree with your opinions.
Okay.
And I still do. I just personally have not completely, jumped one side or the other.
Sure,
just because it's so early on in, everything being presented on the table.
Mm-hmm.
So not that I'm against what you're saying. I just don't know that I can completely say that I can agree that what Alex is doing is possibly weird or hidden.
Right.
Or that.
Well, I didn't say nobody could disagree with me. In fairness, I never said nobody could disagree with me. That's not my way.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've heard the people have talked about whether even or not Zap TI is a sociopath because he has not clearly stated it.
Yeah.
At the moment, going by what he's said, regardless of if that's a lie or not, he stated that the things in the podcast were not accusations.
Okay.
And then they said in the podcast that he was a sociopath. So you would assume if he wasn't, he would just say, I'm not a sociopath.
No, because that's not true at all. Perfectly.
I mean,
how many sociopaths come? He's not gay, dude. He didn't come out. He didn't come out of the closet here. And I did this whole thing that I was diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder as a revenge tactic from a doctor I got in a fight with. He knew that would ruin my military career. When I went back into military custody, the friggin' shrink that I had there took it, saw what was going on, and then guess what? He cured me of antisocial personality disorder, otherwise known as psychopathy. So, a lot of this is, I don't know why they would take what he was saying at face value and tell him, get a second opinion, first of all. And second of all, he's not a doctor. And here's another thing. His behavior could be sociopathic or self-loathing and self-destructive.
Right, but he said, or according to the podcast, it said that he said that it was diagnosed by a professional.
Okay.
Right?
Do we have any reason to believe him?
If that's true, by what the podcast is stating.
Okay, fair enough.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're thinking critically in fairness. Yes.
And no, I'm not thinking I don't know if I'd say emotionally but I'm thinking just based off of what's been said, rather than just trying to pick sides or anything.
I don't
have anything against anyone in this situation.
I gotcha.
I just mean in general, I have someone that's really close to me that my significant other has been diagnosed with being a sociopath, and it doesn't really define you as a person. What defines you is your actions and what you do. So if the things that he's being accused of doing are completely true, and there's been some evidence that has been put forward, then that is his actions and you letting it define him. Whereas if you're a sociopath, that doesn't matter at all. That's irrelevant in the scheme of things. You can still do the right thing.
My thing was, it didn't really matter whether he was I just said I don't buy it.
Yeah, I agree.
My thing is
whether he's a sociopath or not,
it's
to
just
me doesn't matter at all. What matters is what he's doing, right?
Actually, I'll be honest with you. What matters to me the most is the way that Alex has treated me. That's what matters to me the most.
Are you talking about the previous situations that have happened with Abated and everything?
Well, that pissed me off, but I mean, he took responsibility for it. But then, the tweet that you're done. Who the fuck does he think he is? And then the tweet that he said you're gonna look like an idiot. That I knew he thought I didn't know what he knew.
And
so,
I guess it is weird to be saying that you know things and then bringing it up later.
Well, I'll tell you, so I forgot to say this. Alex tried to get me in 2 different private calls the last 2 days, and I refused all of them. You know why? Because I knew what he was going to do. He's going to tell me, this is what Zaptie did. See, don't defend him. You're going to look stupid. But I knew this already, so there was no reason to go on the call with him.
Do you know Zaptie personally?
No, I don't. I talked to him once, but I tell you something. My impression of him is he was depressed when I met him, completely self-conscious, terrified to go on my show. I wouldn't say terrified, but nervous to go on my show. But if you're detecting bias, there is a little fan bias there. But I got to be honest with you. If these accusations are true, and it looks like they might, this shit is indefensible. I'll say that. But my issue from the beginning is They handled this stupid, and then they yelled at everybody and tried to silence everybody, whether deliberately or subconsciously.
Well, I do think that saying, okay, saying that people should not be making videos on it is kind of something that doesn't make sense, because maybe attacking people is the wrong way of going about it in general. But I think there's like a point that I think is interesting. I don't know if you remember a few years ago, back when YouTube was young, there used to be all these musicians tied to Charlie Is So Cool. Like they were like British musicians.
Okay.
And all of his friends ended up being like caught up in like talking to underage girls and pressuring them into sex.
I do remember
and all this kind of thing. The whole situation got so big and so many people were coming up that all those people basically backed off of YouTube. They stopped their channels. And in that situation, what is better? And I'm stating this not as my opinion, but just in general, what is better? If somebody is kind of brought up for what they did, and then they go get professional help and they become a better person. And then if down the line, like some of these people have come back, they obviously don't have as many.
Yeah, but I tell you something, this is uncurable from every fucking medical thing I believe.
Being a sociopath, but we also don't know if he's a sociopath to what level. As well.
Yeah, I suppose there's probably a spectrum. I don't know
because there are different levels.
I will say this: I don't think that, and I've said this before. I don't believe that Hot Wet Soup lied and put a false narrative out there. I don't believe that. I just think they took what he said on face value and decided to repeat it irresponsibly.
I have one thing I felt against Alex when I was listening to it, and one thing only is that. And this is just an emotional thing, and I understand people do this all the time. But when he said that Zap TI told him he was a sociopath, he said that he told Hot Wet Soup, the people in Hot Wet Soup, before, and then Zap TI asked him if he told people, and he said yes. To me personally, if I was me in this situation, this is just my opinion, really, is if I was in this situation, I would have at least said, "Hey, Zap TI, I feel this needs to be said, regardless of our friend. I'm going to tell these people, and then go tell them." Is the only thing that I felt like maybe just tell him first that you're going to tell somebody. Just let them know and be like, I'm telling them regardless what you say.
I
but
know
it's just like a nice.
I'm an attention whore, but I like to think I have a certain amount of. Stop it! Stop making fun of me. I'm a bit of an attention whore. There's no doubt. This is what I do for a living. I want to get people's attention. I want people to join my programs. There is a fucking line, and I do not get that feeling from him. I don't think there's a line there.
Do you feel very much that the podcast was a backstab still? Is that your opinion?
I don't know. No, I kind of like, I did retweet something that would have there was a bit of a backstab.
Because at first I was very against what you were saying, just because it was so
I think the podcast, I don't think the podcast was I know I retweeted something that contradicts that, but I don't think the podcast was a backstab. I think it was a failed ass covering job, which is insincere. And they're sitting there saying, well, we still care about this guy, and we still like this guy, even though we know he had a relationship with other e-girls that are underage, and we still care about this guy, and he just has this affliction, all right? My problem is it looks, and they sound so virtuous through the whole thing, which I think is false, and I don't think they were making it to help the girls out that are supposedly victims. I believe they were covering their fucking ass because they didn't want to be associated with somebody who talks to underage girls. That's what I think.
But none of that was apparent. Like when I watched it the first time, this is bad because I have a lot of people in my life that they were cheaters, and maybe that affects my opinions on people. Is when I heard it, I was like, I mean, that's bad, but that's not like, I don't think that's horrible. People make really bad mistakes and stuff like that.
I fucked up like that before. Shit. Real talk. You ever cheated on a girl?
That's not big.
Have I ever cheated on a girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sociopath.
No, never.
Never. Yeah, I have. Did it when I was younger.
Well, I find cheating to be like really horrible, anyways. But in general, I
can understand. Look, I've been cheated on way more than I cheated once. Fucking, I got cheated on like 50 times. I mean, it's just the way it goes. But you know what? Here's a dirty secret. Not all those girls were sociopaths. Not all those girls were bad people. A lot of it was a product of being young and not knowing what the fuck you want. And you know what they did know? They didn't want me, and that's okay.
Well, that's the only I should let other people come on.
Yeah,
I'm trying the last point I want to make.
Okay, go ahead.
Before I go, is that I feel like there's a lot of this like attacking going on, but what people need to remember is that maybe he's been making bad decisions. If all of these things are true, if all these things, the underage, they're really bad decisions and they are wrong, but he's still like a human, and hopefully, in my opinion, if these are true, that he's able to, just become better from it. Maybe all of this could benefit Zaptie in a way
I hope
that
so.
he could
not
hurt people in the future if that is true.
I hope.
Does that make sense?
Well, if he's a sociopath, probably not. But I think that is.
Well, he could still prevent action.
You know what?
Just because he knows.
I think what you said is. I think you care a lot more. Just by what you said, I think you care a lot more about him than maybe some of the people we were led on that are supposedly close with him. Because I'll be honest with you, I feel the exact same way. I feel very strongly about that. I don't know him. I wasn't his friend, but I hope you're right. I hope he can pull this out. I hope he can fix this. I hope he cannot damage young girls. I hope he doesn't lie to his friends. I hope he doesn't cheat his friends. I hope he can pull it out. I hope this is just a part of his whatever's going on, and I hope it's not sociopathy. And I wish his friends were wise enough to fucking handle this like adults and not like college kids running in kangaroo court. Thanks for your call, man. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
Boring. Tell this guy to start telling some jokes or something. All right, we're done. 718-395-7660, 718-395-7660. I'll take your calls. We'll go fire through them. That was my fault. I didn't get him off the air. He made a really good call. I'm bad at cutting people off. And I know you guys, what do you mean? You blow people up all the time. I can't do it unless they're rude. You know?
No, I mean, the guy had a good conversation going on.
All right, turn me off in the background. 254, you're on the air.
Oh, Jesus. This is why.
Turn me off. 3, 2, 1.
Go. Oh, my God.
I'm so high right now.
Matt Kind, you're on the air.
Oh, hi, Tommy.
Real quick, though.
I just wanted to say, Zaptie tweeted, he said, not accusations to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just kind of hoping that people don't get that confused with these new allegations that have come out, because we don't really know much about
he only admitted to the sociopath thing. He's never actually put it in words or context of any kind.
And so at the start of the podcast, Alex kind of made out like he had Zaptie fucking murdered someone or something. He's like, he's done stuff. But I agree with you that
isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? He's done stuff.
As a pedophile is worse than being labeled as a murderer.
That's what I think happened too. This is an ass covering. We're gonna say you're a sociopath and not a pedophile. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I got that one. I take B. The poison kills you much quicker. I think you're right. I think you're right. I do. I think this is an ass covering event. Here's what we're gonna do. We're all gonna cover our ass. But we're not gonna throw Zaptie on the bus if we can help it. But if anybody fucking comes on to us like Keem or John or something like that, we'll throw him under the bus, because then fuck him, because he's a fucking pedophile anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they kind of left it open, so they could just, over time, it could seep out and leak all this stuff.
Well, they could have done that by shutting the fuck up, because if they were so worried about it coming out, they should have just let it come out and somebody else do it. And if they said, did you know about it, they could pretty much do what they're doing now. Say no. And no one would have been able to fucking figure it out, whether it was true or not. Now it sounds like, when they say no, they didn't know, it sounds like bullshit.
Yeah.
And as far as ImAllexx going and saying, I'm his friend, if he's willing to throw his friend under the bus just to, make Tommy C look stupid, I mean, really.
That's what it looked like to me.
That is just, and I just want to also say that, it specified that the girl was under 18, but it's, even though it's falls into the category of child pornography, I mean, they kind of made it to be a bigger deal than it was making a mountain out of a molehill.
I agree. Well, they were all terrified. They are all worried. I think they were all worried about their YouTube careers, which is why they came off so virtuous. Yeah, I believe they were all worried about. They weren't worried about Zaptie. They were worried about themselves. And you know what? A certain amount of self-preservation in this particular situation is not unfounded. I don't blame them for that. But it's just the way what I've been criticizing from the very beginning is the way it was handled. It was handled shitty. Matt, thank you for calling. You always make really good calls, brother. And thanks for sticking up for me on Twitter. I appreciate that. No problem, bro. You're a good man. Sticking up for me.
If they would have just been honest from the get-go, they wouldn't have this shitstorm that they got right now.
No. They were either dishonest or they can't. Well, I mean, I suppose there's a chance that they didn't know, but it just doesn't look like it.
There's a chance, but it doesn't make any.
It doesn't make any. That's another thing. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make fucking like a difference. You knew about him dating underage girls. You knew that's criminal in the United States. Look, I have looked into Zaptie stuff. There's some pretty bad shit that I haven't revealed everything I know. It's bad. The rabbit hole goes down
shit.
deep. But I can't go out and, I mean, I can't believe that these guys, like, I knew about these rumors, right? These guys do a podcast about it. They hint that there's more in the podcast, by the way. They hint there's more. And wait a minute, did they hint there was more? Yeah, I think he did. I think Alex hinted there was more in the podcast, if I'm not mistaken. I have to double check that. Don't hold me to that.
I don't know. I'll have to go back and check that because I was too busy hearing the word sociopath.
I know. Oh God, it was so unlistenable.
The word sociopath was said more in that podcast than
any other time in my life. Well, that's why I got in trouble for this tweet right here, because it sounds like I'm critiquing the entertainment value. I'm not. I'm critiquing the entertainment value was awful, and it was just a bad idea. It was a bad fucking idea. I mean, these guys were getting upset for Keem came at them. What a shock! Of course, Keem's coming at you. The only funny thing of this whole goddamn story is Scarce put this in the title of his last video. And it says, YouTuber is a sociopath. I'm like, oh, fuck, you're fucked Zap TI now. So I watch the whole boring-ass Scarce video, and I love Scarce. The more boring, the better.
You know you're going to get an in-depth
I love
analysis,
Scarce.
so.
He covers this story last, and he says, turns out, Zap TI is a sociopath. Thank you very much. I'll see you next video. And that was it.
Oh, my God.
And tell me that guy's not entertaining. I'll kick you in the teeth. He's fucking great.
That's funny.
We got to get him on Catch 33 ASAP. I don't think he likes me anymore.
The last episode of Catch 33 was great, by the way.
Thank you. And Vega, big shout out to Vega for making it even better.
Vega, that's my homie.
I hope we can do that again. That was. Can I talk personally about that? I think this is okay to talk about.
Go for it.
Clown said to me after the first episode, it's good, but I don't think it was great. The first episode. I don't think there was much laughs. Well, and I argued with him, and I said, like, there's not a lot of laughs because the situation's so personal. But I got to be honest with you, Dave was great, and towards the end, he starts fucking hitting jokes left and right that are funny. And I thought that we got funnier as the episode went on. He's like, I don't know, I'm not sure, blah, 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 blah. So, but the response was good, right? So I got so nervous about bringing the laughs. I got jacked up on, some people figured it out, caffeine and alcohol before I did that podcast because I had to go, then that's the night that my neighbors fucking freaked the fuck out. Now we have to get soundproofing. I poured my heart into that episode.
Now you got to get soundproofing because of
caffeine and alcohol. That's an interesting combo.
It was worth it though, Tom. You guys did a really good job, man.
Yeah.
It was really
I was
good.
thoroughly entertained, man.
Good.
And you know me, I don't really watch all the podcasts and shit like that, but
well,
that was really good, man.
I don't think I can do that. A lot of people were complaining about me overdoing it. They said I wasn't forcing anything. I really didn't. But I wanted to impress Clown, and I threw my heart into that. Scarce is forcing out a personality after he found out he was boring. You might be right, but you know what? That's what makes him better. You're right.
He has what does he have? 3 million subs. He's obviously doing something right.
Oh, he's doing great. Second episode, yeah. I besides my rock album, Knife Collection, that I put out back in 1999. Yeah. One
of my favorites.
Knife Collection. Beside that record, I poured my heart. That was 3 days of fucking hell in a studio. Hell. I had to sleep with a woman, not with a woman, but on her floor, right? For that. And she had 10,000 ferrets. And they kept crawling up my fucking ass and up my shirt, and there was no air conditioning, or there's no fucking air conditioning in the place, and these ferrets were crawling all over me and shitting on me, and that's the only place I had to sleep because the studio was in Bumblefuck, Pennsylvania. That's the truth. But that's the hardest I ever worked. I got shit on by ferrets to make art.
Screw that! I'm gonna go hang out at Heinz Field before I do that.
Super Bowl's tonight. You guys excited?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I am. I know everybody on the channel is not really Dave and Jeff, not really into football, but I am because
I am into football. I hate the NFL.
Zap TI is a she's-cough. Jeff Huffman donated $1. She's-cough means shithead. Scheisse-cough. Excuse me. He's a shithead.
Jeffman.
Yeah. Here's what I want.
It has one end.
I would ask Tommy, but I know he doesn't watch fucking football.
I would have
like
watched
that.
today, but I have I have to. Well, maybe I could still do it. The bar's open all night tonight. You know that. Because of the Super Bowl, I do want to go, and here's why. I'm not a big football fan. I love hockey and a little bit of baseball in the playoffs. All right. Here's the thing. Thank you for the donation. The whole HWS, the whole WhatsApp was about Alex. I love the backlash against the cunt. So real talk. All right. Here's the thing. I'm from New York area. I'm from New Jersey. All right. I hate Boston. I wish it would break off. I wish it would break off from the United States and literally float to England and crash. All right. But I also hate Roger Goodell, who I think is not only responsible for ruining the NFL, but ruining other sports with his concussion fucking madness.
Yep, definitely.
Madness.
Yeah.
Roger Goodell's
a puppet.
He is.
You can see the strings extending from his back.
Okay. I hate Roger Goodell. Roger Goodell probably illegally and falsely got Tom Brady, a guy I don't particularly like either, suspended for some bullshit that anybody else would have only got a game for or a fine. All right? I don't want to get into that whole story. All right? If Brady wins, who's only a year younger than me, 39 years old, that fat fuck, Roger Goodell, is going to have to pass the captain, Tom Brady, the goddamn NFL award, and go, Pats, go. Go. Go, Pats, go.
That's the beauty about it. I hate the Patriots with a burning passion, but it's a win-win. It's a win-win for me because if the Falcons win, okay, the Patriots lose, and I'm happy. But if the Patriots win, Goodell has to hand that trophy to Brady. It'll be great. It'll be great.
Can you imagine how awkward that would
Clown, you're on the air.
And how's things?
Great.
I just wanted to make an announcement. We've got an after show tomorrow live on the Catch 33 channel.
What time?
So check that out.
What time?
I don't know if you saw my tweet, Tommy. But we're planning to do it tomorrow around this sort of time.
All right. Can't be any later than 10 o'clock my time, though.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
What's 10 o'clock your time?
That's 9 o'clock your time. It can't be later than 10. So it's got to be like 8 o'clock, by at least 8 o'clock your time tomorrow.
8 o'clock should be fine. 7 to 8 o'clock.
We'll take calls and everything. Catch 33, the whole crew. Super.
Whole crew, yeah, all 4 of us.
All right. I don't think there's going to be any shot from the point dead tomorrow. Well, that's my announcement. Check us out on the Catch 33 website.
I haven't tuned into the stream, so no idea what you guys were talking about, but I thought I'd come on and announce that a little bit.
That's fine. Oh, I'm already done. I made my case. I'm very happy with it, and I'm very happy with the results of this podcast.
See if you can milk it for a few more minutes.
Case yet, but I probably won't comment on it.
Yeah, you don't have to. It's actually, I think it's kind of over. But, if somebody wants to make a video, feel free. I mean, I'm just speculating here.
Yeah, anyone should be free to talk about it if they want to talk about it.
Well, I tell you what, man. I don't want to do this on Catch 33. You've already expressed interest in not doing this on Catch 33. But I tell you something. Next time somebody says they're going to get them if they talk about a podcast, that is a perfect fucking way to get me involved.
That was bullshit. That was 100% bullshit. And one of the most double standard and hypocritical things I've heard for a while.
Yeah.
And it's bullshit.
So, all right, Clown, I'll let you go.
If you want to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, don't ask me to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you to talk about it. Okay, buddy. I'll talk to you later, bud.
Hey, by the way, Clown, not all of us like KFC, bro.
You what, sir?
Not all of us like KFC, bro.
Would you like Popeyes?
When have I made the statement that all black people like KFC?
I'm joking, man. I saw that one video. I really enjoyed it, man. It was
Popeyes,
funny.
so you probably like Popeyes instead.
I do, actually. Yeah.
Popeyes is better on some stuff, to be honest.
We don't have Popeyes in the UK, but I've always wanted to. There was that movie with Adam Sandler. It was a shit movie, but it really made me try Popeyes out. What was that movie called? Little Nicky. Little Nicky.
There you go, Little Nicky.
Yeah, and it was like the whole Popeyes chicken thing with that. And since I saw that as a kid, I've always wanted to eat Popeyes chicken.
All right.
I can tell you from experience,
lifelong goal.
It's great.
Eat Popeyes chicken. Go to the US, eat Popeyes. It's the only reason I'm going to.
What about churches?
We haven't got that in the UK either.
Really?
All they have is a KFC.
Isn't that awful?
No wonder you guys don't like chicken like that, man.
Yeah, no.
Fucking KFC, they fucking suck.
Yeah, they probably think.
Yeah, we got KFC, and then we just got random chicken hunters. Well, there's been that guy, the chicken connoisseur, who's British.
Yes.
Looks about like 12 years old, but is apparently like 20 something. Who basically goes around and reviews chicken restaurants.
Yeah.
He is black. He is black, but again, I'm not making the statement.
I bet.
Yeah. He's kind of really fitting into the stereotype a little bit there. But anyways, this guy's a bit of a prick actually, because people will make videos on him, saying what he's doing and like, just typical commentary videos, and he's actually flagging all their videos.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Content, which does fall under fair use, so it's a bit bullshit. I think Roman got his video taken down. Chubb's got his video taken down because of it. I don't know if they're back up yet, but yeah, it's kind of bullshit. Bullshit.
We have mentioned.
Yeah, Tommy, we did talk about the other day.
We did talk about it the other day. The sport Chubbs. I didn't know about the.
Pengist munch, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know what that is. Like, I'm from the UK. I still don't understand this like street slang.
Yeah.
Fuck is it?
Because you went to boarding school.
He just reviews chicken nuggets. And people use some of him like eating chicken nuggets in a video. I believe Roman, the fuckers, like literally like 10-15 seconds of him eating a chicken nugget, and that was enough for his content to get flagged. Ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Well, I think he's going to have to learn the hard way.
So don't put a little black fella eating chicken nuggets in a video, because your video will get taken down apparently.
Well, I don't know. I want to. Why don't is this your next video? No. Why don't you skip FouseyTube 2 and go after this guy?
Yeah, no. Fuck, FouseyTube is nowhere near as bad as the chicken connoisseur. Like, that guy is like pure evil.
Yeah.
No, my next video is about exposed videos. Mostly was about the keyword. If you've seen my keyword series, like challenge, prank, in inverted commas, then this is exposed. So
this might be a stupid question.
People try to expose me as well.
This might be a stupid question. It's going to be a great one. Do you have a time frame on that?
I have said next week.
Really?
But I have said that.
Well, that could be that's good news, because we might be able to see in April.
And pencil that in for August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you get it out. You're gonna make a lot of money.
By the way, Jeff, I saw your video. I was meaning to bring it up to you, and it was like, and you've changed like your mentality now, and like I influenced that in some way. I didn't realize I was any kind of fucking influence to that. But
you caught me at the right time. I was already pissed off when I listened to it, and then I had an epiphany, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's good. And do you feel it's working for you?
Not today, no.
Great fucking shame. Yeah, you kind of like, some days you'll be the cave troll, and some days you'll be Jeff Huffman.
Exactly.
Podcast master, live stream genius, with epic insight into situations above and beyond the Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Jeff
I haven't played Call of Duty in 2 years, so I won't provide anything to that either.
Jeff Puffman is the future of YouTube entertainment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you, Scarce.
Yeah. You should start a news channel.
Oh God, that would be great.
Point. You might actually get something fucking right.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
Huffman
I'll
wouldn't
get the stories right, and I could just sit there with my shirt off. I mean, there you go.
That would be great. Just take your shirt off.
It's a shame, because you have got a good body, Jeff, but the face.
That's a great idea. Take a topic, take your shirt off, act like your shirt's not off, right? And just do the news.
Normal.
Like nothing's happening.
You can every episode, every video, you can write down, you can draw on your body something in relation to the episode. That's a good way to do it.
I like that.
What he's gonna draw when Zoe Berger's in the news? Yuck.
Can literally see some body art on your impressive physique.
Yeah. All right, Clown. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get these guys out of here.
Yo, real quick, Tommy. Clown, if I told you that you were my nigga, would you how would you feel about that? Would that make you...
How would I feel about this?
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, I can be your nigga if you. Have you heard my rap song I did? Because I know you do a lot of rapping.
I did hear. Tommy played it for me. You fucking killed it too. I loved it.
We need to do that again.
I want to start trying to do some more of that, actually.
We need to, would you be down for a collab?
I've had this idea where I'm going to basically one word or a sentence for every single person I follow on Twitter and make a kind of rap song out of it.
That's kind of cool.
Twitter.
But did you hear what Real Talk said?
For example,
did you hear what Real Talk said? He wanted to know if you wanted to collab on something with him, because that would be badass. Hear that?
Sure. Why not? I will definitely give that some thought. I've said I wouldn't do any collaborations for at least a month, so I'm just trying to stick to that.
Yeah, he's got to do that.
But after that, I think we can work something out.
That'd be awesome. Sure. Real Talk and Clown, dude. That would be like, you probably could sell that shit. You know, Real Talk does this for a living. He's professional. He's got a contract.
No, I know.
Yeah.
So that'd be crazy.
I used to be somewhat of a rapper back in the day, a long time ago, at school, and I did actually create an album. But I only sold it in school, and I basically because I was quite big in school, so I kind of like forced everyone who was younger than me to buy it. That's the reason I sold it. But I actually sold 500 copies of this album.
Are you kidding me?
There you go.
Yeah, it's not too shabby. I
only sold 100 copies of Knife Collection.
And I just had a big blowout. I spent all the money on a big blowout week in London on it. It was great.
All right. All right, Clown.
That'd be like fucking... Yeah, that's crazy.
It's fucking
Tommy, you should bring back Warp Drive.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Everybody laugh at me. Yeah, I'll send it to Alex. Maybe he can use it in his next intro. Because I just owned his face. Maybe he can take a piece of my song to pay him back. All right, Clown. I'll talk to you later because I got to end this and thank a lot of people.
All right, have a good one.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
Everybody, that is none other than the great CoLossal is crazy.
Fuck.
If you don't know what he's talking about, remember this song?
Feathered fuck just sits on Twitter with a picture of a duck every minute. Oh, it's the same picture posted every time, it's just slightly different. Yes, how original, subs up in the 6 figures, and this pigeon still petitions others for this video. Isn't it kind of sad that you had to ask, because you lack talent and apparently you're too
Send me an email.
You just got wrecked.
Yeah, there he is. It's gotta be. I mean, can you imagine like Real Talk doing something with that?
Dude, it'd be crazy. It'd be like fucking Shaft and Sherlock Holmes or something.
Yeah.
Great. Seriously.
Pig,
Like,
what the fuck?
I got a fucking hell yeah.
Oh, I got this guy's been fucking with. This might be good. This guy's been fucking with me. Hey, asshole. What the fuck's your problem? I'm not allowed to talk, according to you? Huh? Pig Dot. You're a tough guy. Talk. Hey. Since when am I not allowed to talk?
No, wait. When did I say that?
It's not that you said that. It's the fucking memes.
No,
it's the memes saying I'm a fucking rotten person. What the fuck's wrong with you?
When did I say that?
Oh, the fucking memes out there saying I'm saying shit fucking autistically, that I won't drop it. I don't have to drop it, motherfucker.
No. I said you're attention seeking, which you are.
Well, no shit, dude. What do I do for a living? Hey, stupid. Is a guy attention? If somebody in Manchester United rapes a fucking girl, all right, and the reporter reports on it, does that make him an attention seeker?
Are you saying people from Manchester are rapists?
I didn't say that at all, you fucking changing subject motherfucker. I'm saying to you, I'm asking you right now, if I how does that make me simply, because you're just trying to dismiss what I'm saying. You won't comment on what I've said.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
You know, if somebody reports on something that's going on in the public, that's in the public discord, how come that makes him simply an attention seeker that should be dismissed? That's my question.
Right. So this was the topic that was all like that you tweeted out. Something about I don't even have the tweet on me, so I'm gonna fucking like make it up on the top of my head.
Okay, I'll beat you to it. I'll put it up right now. I have it loaded.
Okay, go ahead. I'll wait.
Okay.
You do.
Okay, this fucking Hot Wet Soup podcast is awful, repetitive, and doesn't get to the fucking point. That's probably true. I've defended it in the past. I can't do it. And I also went on to make several other tweets, videos, and podcasts relating to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what am I doing wrong here?
No. You changed it to yourself, though. You said that, I have defended it in the past and I can't do it. Like,
I can't do it on this one. It's 28 characters, dude.
Okay,
it's 128 characters. What the fuck, man? I can't write a novel. I'm not fucking CoLossal crazy. My grammar sucks, and I don't like twit longer. What the fuck, dude?
I was gonna say get twit longer, but Tommy doesn't have the patience.
I don't have the fucking patience for that shit.
Can we all settle down a little minute?
No. Go ahead.
No, we're gonna get hype.
You're one of those fucking guys that giggle when they're fucking nervous. I don't like guys like that.
Oh, I am nervous. I'm talking to Tommy C.
Why? You've been fucking saying nasty shit about me and making memes of me. Why the fuck would you be? Why would you?
You're inspiration. You are, Tommy.
Yeah, you're trying to disarm me. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Look, you make as many memes about me as you want. You can say whatever you want. You're solely entitled, and I mean that sincerely. All right? Yep. I have every right to talk about what these guys made public. Got it?
Yeah, I didn't say you couldn't.
All right, yeah. But you know what? Okay. You're trying to get me off the topic, and I think I did a pretty fucking good defense. And you know what? This wasn't attention seeking, really, because Alex put me in a position today to defend myself. I would have been talking about CosDef instead. So, Alec, you can tell your buddy that I have no case, nothing to talk about if he doesn't pull this fucking tweet that you probably can see on the stream now. You have to go check it out. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm blowing you up. Oh, fuck, it doesn't work. I forgot to load it.
Oh, not this shit. This is the cringiest shit ever, man.
Shit. Oh, man, I totally forgot to load this.
Have you blown me up yet?
Not yet, no. Hold on a second. Do you want to be blown up?
Have you blown me up yet?
No, I haven't blown you up yet. Fuck. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't blow you up now. It's kind of like not fair, right? You haven't been blown up. Say something brilliant. You got me. I had to take the L. I had to take the L on this one.
Podcast. It's not shit.
Whose
That's
podcast?
my opinion. I got banned for that. I got banned for saying that on
that my podcast shit. You shouldn't be banned for that. No. What? Who? I seen you in the pod. I've seen you typing in the.
No, this is the first time I've been on here. This is.
Did you spam it and repeat it constantly? Because I told them to ban for that.
No, I said bamboozled better. Then I said shit from the point, and then I got banned.
Well, all right. Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
I think it was.
I'm sorry you don't like my. Are you a member of Bamboozled?
No, I'm an avid supporter.
You're an avid supporter. All right. I'm sorry. I'm not as good as Pip Lad and those guys that are on tons and tons of Ritalin. I apologize. I'll do better next time. I'm sorry that your fucking heroes on Hot Wet Soup fucked up so badly. I was a big fan too. I apologize. Now get the fuck out of here. All right. I really wanted to do that. Guy's been busting my nuts. He really didn't say anything. In fairness, he didn't try to shut me up, but I do take the constant meme making and you're a petulant child and not really providing any contents or even criticism of my tweets. It just says, okay, you're an attention seeker.
Okay.
Well, criticize. Okay, fine. Like what?
Criticize what the issue actually is.
What's the issue? And you notice I just put Pig Dot on. I don't know if he was nervous. He really didn't attack me. A lot of you guys write on Twitter, and then you're in my face. I don't get a lot of calls where people call me out.
Yeah, you don't get
I get a lot of unsubs and dislikes, but
nobody gives a valid counter argument back.
Yeah. All right. You got anything to say?
Came in the call like it was all good.
Yeah, I know. That happens so much, dude.
Hey, what's up?
That happens. Hey, man.
Whoa, what did I do?
Love your content. Love your content, bro. All right, you guys want to promote some stuff, and let's get out of here.
Real talk, first.
Well, thank you, Jeff. I think I will. Hey, you guys can check me out on my website, which is realtalkthetruth.com. And also check me out on Twitter under the same moniker, and on YouTube, realtalkthetruth.com. I just did actually I announced this now. Yesterday I did an in-studio performance of my song Black Mozart. So that video's coming out really soon.
That's gonna be awesome.
It was like really an awesome experience. Matter of fact, I just got a invite to Hideout Studios, which is like where Lil Wayne goes, 2 Chainz goes, Five Finger Death Punch goes. Like it's fucking like awesome, dude. So like I got a huge invite, and we went and shot the video there, and it was just it's been really cool. And I got to thank everybody because like I've been down. Everybody knows I was blind, but now I see, all that shit. So like
that sounds religious.
I was out for a while, but a lot of guys had my back. And Tommy, like, your Discord, man, you do have the best chat in the world, bro. I'll say that 100. I agree.
We're partnered, dude. We got partnered. We got partnered. The Discord.
Really?
Yeah, I can make money at it or something now. I don't know how to do it, but
nice.
We got partnered. It's like the official Discord right now. Also, if you want to check,
Discord is so cool. So
if you want to check
awesome.
Real Talks,
sorry, everybody. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I will say this: Discord crew kept Real Talk sane in an insane time for his injury, and it's really good to have him back.
It really did keep me sane, and there was so many funny people there that just kept me laughing. Jade and Hound and Leech and everybody. Like everybody knows who they are. Like they really help me down. Huh?
There you go.
I haven't seen Jade in a minute.
Yeah, I haven't seen Jade in a minute.
She's fucking awesome, but just even Katie's crazy ass. Fucking like, she just really like kept me laughing and kept me going through a really hard time, bro.
Okay.
And another thing is, I want to say, fuck you, Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles, because I always see them smiling and they're blind. There's nothing fucking funny about being blind. I didn't smile one time. That's how I was smoking pot, bro. So, I just want to say fuck you guys. But other than that, thanks, guys, and it's good to be back, bro.
It's good to have you back, and if you want to check out Real Talk's YouTube channel, you can just go and click on it below. It's right next to I Hate Blind People, and just click on that, and you'll be good. Jeff, hit him.
God, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna top that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well,
you can check me out at Grand Slam Entertainment. Unlike Tommy C, I'm actually good at video games. So if you want to watch that sort of thing, I do some streams over there. Do some sports stuff as well. Talk about some sports, and I'll do the occasional video talking about some stuff like we did today.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Also do some workout stuff as well. So if you guys want some help with that,
Grand Slam 87. In the description box below, Twitter-wise, go to the front page of Shop on the Poor. Tommy C's SFTP. I'll never get used to that. On the front page, and you guys should be great. Thank you all for the calls. Even the guys that disagreed with me. If you notice, if you're respectful to me, I will let you fucking talk, so I'm not a total fucking prick. You're entitled to disagree with me. I'm not a total douche. And I was able to, there's Dead on Dave. Go check out Dead on Dave. And know this, and I mean this. Don't let these big YouTubers intimidate you. And I fully believe that I was being intimidated, and because I know it. I'm from New Jersey. I know when people are fucking with me, and I don't take to it very well. And you as YouTubers and YouTuber fans shouldn't either. I don't give it's fucking Alex, fucking Keemstar, or goddamn FouseyTube himself. Peace. See you fucking later.
Like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me out. Fuck all that shit, just let me go. Oh, words and tastemakers make us no chaser. Gets the blood flowing like a fucking pacemaker. Cut the middleman and inhale the vapors. Madman, old 10 Don Drapers. Cut the jukebox on, make the woofers blow. We gon' sit here until all them heifers go. Holler at the tens and spend a little dough. Not on them, no, they can buy their own drinks. Make that work week off, 5 days in the bucket. Fuck it, you got a boss who's a jerk who doesn't. Throw on some Wu-Tang, bring the motherfucking ruckus. There is no pretext.